You forget who you are and where you stand in the struggle. They got so very, 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 so very. They saying everything. They say so much today. They got so much things to say, so much things to say.
And one other thing I'd like to say, any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, and don't want to have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the video, all on the record, dancing. Come to
TMT, we study growing a pay-per-view star. And with this talent right here and this training right here, we can do it.
Mikey, he just offered that you will fight on the undercard of Mayweather McGregor. What is that?
Hopefully we talking. We negotiate right now, we talking.
But what do you think about that, Mikey?
I don't even have words, man. Just,
you know,
who you want? Jose Aldo?
Right?
There's a lot of different fighters out there.
Do we fight another MMA guy? You know what I mean?
Oh man, I think Floyd Mayweather should use that one right there, man. You know, if you don't want a promoter who likes to snort coke and get up in pictures and starts cross-dressing, wearing drag, come to TMT. Oh man. I've been having a feeling for a long time, man, that Mikey Garcia was gonna sign with TMT. You know, even way back, really since the Maidana fight. You know, that's when I had that inclination, and what tipped my hand to it was, you know, it's interesting because at the time they were at war with TMT because their fighter was going up against them. And, you know, I think fighters kind of, you know, a lot of fighters admire Mayweather and they kind of hide it. What was interesting to me was after the Maidana fight, when Floyd was walking out, Mikey Garcia, he was one of the first people to greet Floyd. Yeah, he was one of the first people to greet him. And see, that incident right there, that was what tipped my hand to you know, like, man, this kid probably wants to sign with Floyd, you know. But also, if you look at his style, I'm not saying he fights. Well, actually, he's like a Mexican Floyd Mayweather to me, to a certain degree. You know, the way he approaches a fight, you know that what I call being able to defend yourself. I don't really call it hit and not get hit. I just call it being able to defend yourself. And he fights from that standpoint. So it would make sense if you look at his style of fighting, it would make sense. He grew up admiring Floyd Mayweather. A lot of times I can look at a fighter's fighting style and tell if, you know, what fighter he grew up admiring. That's why I could tell Canelo, he took some things from Mayweather too. That's why, you know, hey man, when this contract is up, he might want to think about it too. After the Maidana fight, it was something Floyd said too. Floyd said, Andre Ward, Mikey Garcia, if we can get you in our stable, that would do wonders. Now, I think he wanted Ward too, you know, and then Ward kind of even mentioned something to that degree when he, when he signed with Rock Nation. He mentioned Floyd and, you know, everybody can't do it Floyd's way. He has his own way. It was, you know, to me, I think he thought long and hard about signing with Floyd. The conflict of interest in that probably would be Jay Prince. You know, I don't know how cool Floyd and Jay Prince still are. They don't really have a war of words like that. But, you know, being that Floyd was, you know, he used to be managed by Jay Prince and now that's Ward's manager, you know. And then you got Al Heyman, you know, I don't know. You know, I mean, businessmen do business. I mean, businessmen do business with each other, so. But I wasn't sure if Ward would have signed with Floyd. But Mikey Garcia, it looks like he's going to get him, man. And he'll probably be the biggest star on TMT. He'd probably be the biggest star on TMT. I don't think Errol Spence has a promoter, so it seemed like Errol Spence, is connected with them. You really don't know how they doing things, man. Because I would assume that all of the Heyman managed fighters would go and be promoted by Floyd. But it doesn't seem to be working out that way, but Floyd is still connected. So it's interesting to see how they doing things. To me, that's like a hand in glove. That'll be a power move. But getting Mikey Garcia is big for TMT. Yeah, it hasn't happened yet, but we've been seeing interviews. We know Mikey Garcia is fine to Floyd. And why wouldn't you want to sign with Floyd? It's the boxer that's made the most money in the sport. Of course, you would want to sign with him. He's a great example. Don't let the media fool you and the propaganda make you blind to what you're seeing. You have to, take what you see and have your own mind. Don't be a robot. Don't be programmed. So I think it's a good signing. I think, De La Hoya, he's protected by the media, of course, because, what self-respecting businessman can snort cocaine and smoke crack.
Yeah, right?
What a self-respecting businessman can smoke crack? How can you respect a promoter like that smokes crack and dresses in drag? And you look at De La Hoya, he went into rehab, when Canelo was fighting Mayweather, the biggest fight of his career. This dude went into rehab. How could you trust him? So Canelo might want to think about some things too. With that, I'll let y'all know this is just my opinion. It's not the opinion of the page. We are a group of many.